before we dive in, I do have some new transfer news for you, and the league is pretty average. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Going Pro with me, D-Boy Plays. As mentioned, we have done some extra transfer work. The first one I want to talk about, Mads Roerslev. We've already planned a move for him at the end of the season. He's moving to Al Ain, who are in UAE, I believe. The UAE team? Yeah, the UAE team. They put in a bid for him. He wanted to leave. He actually made a very clear point of that. Yeah, I want to go. And I didn't want to do it because it happened just after the transfer window had finished, which was really irritating. So I said, can we do it at the end of the season? They seemed fine with it. He seemed fine with it. Sorted. The big in, though, was this chap here, Cesar Barrantes, a Costa Rican chap who apparently is a wonder kid. And you can kind of see why. At 18 years old, not a drop of red on that board, and everywhere that matters. Apart from maybe his dribbling, but he's not playing as a left-back. He's actually playing as a centre-back for us. Everywhere that matters is looking pretty decent. Managed to pick him up. Can you believe it? 1.3 million we signed him for, and he looks absolutely insane. Even if he turns out to be absolute rubbish, or someone comes in for him in the next week or two, what am I on about? Before the January transfer or whatever, or even at the end of the season, that's a pretty hefty profit, and it's not the worst bit of business that we've done. Other than that, though, nothing new, nothing changed, really. Just one player out, one player in. But, well, I say one player out, he's here until the end of the season. So one player in, really. We do have a couple of games for you today, though. We've got Juventus in the league. If we have a little look at the competition, I said that the league's, it's been pretty average. I mean, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. Fine. The draw was against AC Milan, which is actually pretty good for us. It was a 1-1 draw. But the 2 losses are a little bit frustrating. We lost 3-2 to Atalanta. We went 2-0 up in the first 20 minutes and then just completely bottled it. All in the first half as well. So that was nice for them. And then Lazio, I mean, again, just a little bit of a frustrating game. We couldn't seem to get moving. But the draw against draw against AC Milan. My brain's falling apart. Draw against AC Milan is a pretty good result, though. We were leading right until the 85th minute, which is really frustrating. And we did pick up a win against Udinese. So not the worst start to things. We do have Juventus today, though, and they are currently sitting in 5th. They're without Dusan Vlahovic, who, if you remember from last season, goal-scoring machine, topped everything. Hopefully that gives us the slight advantage that we need. And hopefully Noah Jean Home can find the goal again, because he hasn't scored since the Atalanta game. I know it's only 3 games, but we definitely need to start getting some goals from him. Let's jump into the match. No mucking around. The team's pretty much the same as you would expect it to be. Let's see how we get on. So into the match, and I thought I'd give you a couple of thoughts on some of our additions so far. Alex Mere as a goalkeeper, it's been fine. I don't think he's been any better or worse than what Rizzo would have been, which is kind of frustrating because you would hope that it would have been an improvement. But he's been fine. You know, he has let in some goals, but we do have a very rough start to the season. We are playing a lot of the better teams. Frabotta, it's been fine. Again, not put in the best performances. Would have liked something new from him. There's a goal for Noah Jean Home. Very nice start. Wanted one from you, so good work. Frabotta's been kind of average. It's kind of chopping and changing between him and Rico Henry. It's not really a massive improvement on St. Luce, even though it looks like it is on paper. Ruben Neves plays it in. Hits the post. Any other additions? Centre mid. Fernandez has been fantastic as centre mid, I will say that. And Barrantes has been decent. Coppola has been fine at centre back. No one's really set me on fire so far in terms of impressiveness. Apart from Fernandez. Fernandez has been an absolute godsend in the middle. Every game he's played, he's been fantastic. So unlucky from Maldini there. But they're looking good. They're looking good. Not great, but good. But this is a very nice start to things. A 1-0 up against Juventus at half-time. Keep hanging on to possession. Keep moving the ball around. I noticed that Ryerson wasn't having his best game. Our right-backs are actually being very difficult to to work with at the moment. Then neither of them are playing particularly well. Our wing-backs in general aren't playing particularly well, which is very annoying because obviously it's quite hard to play football without wing-backs, but there you go. Maldini, you had time then. Found Noah Jean home though. Can he turn his man? Yes, he can. Plays it back to Gatti. Into Barantes. Palumbo to Ramos Mingo. I'm really excited, to be fair, though, about Barantes. I really want to see something good come from him. He's already one of the best defenders in our team. Stats-wise, I should say. Performance-wise, he does need a little bit of time. That is poor defending from Gatti there. Gives the ball away. Duranville tries to chip Mere. That was very cheeky of him. I don't appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited about Barantes. Yeah, stats-wise, he looks very, very good. I'm keen to see if he can become one of our best players. But we shall see. And at 18 as well, he's got an entire career to grow into something absolutely fantastic. I'm going to take off Odin for Salcedo. And I think I'm going to take off Ryerson. He has just come back from an injury. I'm going to bring on Roeslev. And I think I'm going to take off Gatti as well for Cometio. Yeah, that feels about right. I'll tell you what, we'll move Barantes out to that side as well. Because he's right-footed, so we should play him on the right. Good. I mean, this isn't the worst start to the episode, really. You know, we're 1-0 up against Juventus, one of the more challenging teams, although we've just lost the ball. And Dodo charging down our right wing. Terrible tackle attempt. Can't quite find a teammate. Rafinha picks up the loose ball. Fabio Moretti scoring from the edge of the box. This is an ongoing issue I'm noticing with the team. We're very good at bottling things. And I know I'm good at bottling things, but I don't need the team to be good at bottling things as well. We need to sort this out. Given far too much space there, Moretti. Hopefully we can get a goal back. I mean, if you'd asked me at the start of the episode, I would have taken a draw against these boys. But when we're 1-0 up, it's very hard to all of a sudden not think, we should have won that. Yeah, we're going to bring on Fabio. And I think I'm going to take off Frambotta for Henry. Fine. Let's get those boys out there, see if they can help us pick up a win or hang on to this scoreline. If we do draw, though, that means we've drawn 1-2 and lost 2 at the start of the season, which is very, very average. And I think that's what's about to happen. Good, there we go. We were leading and we bottled it. Fine. Doesn't matter. It's only at the start of the season. We're still working things out. It's not the worst result in the world. It's not the worst. It's against Juventus. They're one of the big boys. Fine. I'm going to continue a couple of days and I will see you for our first game in the UEFA Conference League phase, which is against Real Sociedad. I did have a quick look. I believe they are in 6th in the Serie A. So, might be a challenge. Here we are, starting off our Europa Conference League dream. Who'd have thought? First game against Real Sociedad. They are favourites for the game. And maybe understandably. They are doing better in their league than we are in ours. But we had kind of had strange success last year in the Europa League. So I'm wondering if somehow it will help us, it'll carry over into this. Maybe, I have no idea really. Slight tweaks to the team. We're getting Cometio and Capola in the starting lineup. Fernandez in the middle with Palumbo, Henry and Ryerson as the wing backs, and then the usual front three, Maldini, home and home. Let's show these Spanish chaps how we do things in Italy. Hopefully not by losing though. Okay, that's interesting. So they've got Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Harry Winks. Okay, Gosens as well, Marino, Oyarzabal. It's quite good. They've not got a very big bench though. I'm wondering if that's because, like with last year, because we haven't got the leagues loaded, I'm wondering if they haven't actually signed the players. Who knows? Anyway, first game in. Let's enjoy this one. Yeah, big tune. I don't know how I feel about the Europa Conference League, to be honest with you. I feel like we should be confident going into this one. I feel like it should be a very winnable competition, but you know, I did have a little look at the other teams that are in it, none of them like leapt out at me as like, oh wow, they're going to be the winners of this, definitely. Maybe it is a little bit more even. We'll have a little look at the league in a moment while the game's playing and have a chat about some of the other teams in it, but maybe Sociedad are like the other big challenger. Anderlecht, not bad. Trabzonspor, not bad. Palumbo crosses it in, can't find Noah. Barantes, back out to Palumbo. Smashes it wide. Never mind. Athens, yeah. Rapid Vienna, Apoel. None that are making me worried, if that makes sense, about this competition. Making me think, oh god, we've got no chance. I feel like there's a few teams in there. It's like, I think we could take most of the teams we've got in here. That is the softest penalty I've ever seen, if that is a penalty, but we will take it. Noah Jean Holmes stepping up. Can he bury this? No. No, he can't. Wow. Okay, wasn't expecting that, in all honesty. I was expecting him to score that. That's annoying. Fine, back in. Can't find him. Henry. Nah, this time, no, Jamie's offside. Who else have we got in here? Midtjylland, not bad. That's about it. None of the teams in there are making me concerned. This is maybe the hardest team in there, I think. Oh, what are we doing, lads? Poor defending. Right, Palumbo, forward to home. Into Maldini. What's he going to do with it? He's going to take on the defence. Plays it to Ryerson. Cuts back, plays it to Fernandez. Coppola into Palumbo. Don't lose it now. Home, plays it over to Maldini. And he smashes it over the bar. Good work. Yeah, we're really struggling in front of goal. Really struggling in front of goal, which is very frustrating. And obviously, because Noah missed his penalty now, his rating is just going down and down and down. Ball played wide to Ryerson. What's he going to do with it? Going to play it into a teammate. Finds Coppola. Out to Henry. Palumbo now. Oh, good effort from Fernandez. And a good save from Romero for them. What's going to happen here? Probably fizzles out to nothing. Yeah, good catch from Romero. Well, there we go. Stats-wise, we do look in charge of this game, but we know how football can be, and it can change with anything happening. Noah Jean Holm heads it straight to the feet of Take. Brais Mendes can't get round Palumbo, but he can't clear it, and Maitland-Niles finds him. And now Maitland-Niles is moving down the right-hand side. Will he find a teammate? Almost went the whole way by himself. Fills you with huge confidence, doesn't it, when you see your team out like that? I think that may be first half, nothing particularly of note to end it. 0-0 at the break. We have had a lot of shots. Need Noah to get his head in the game. He's gone down to a 6.0. That is frustrating. We might give him a couple more minutes because I know that's the penalty that's done that with his rating, but maybe he can do something here. Ryerson back to Coppola. Fernandez linking up lovely. Great ball in. And headed over by Odin Thiago home. Sociedad with a free kick now. Played in. It's cleared. And Maldini looks like he's starting a counter-attack all by himself. Has he got any teammates to help him? Finds Ryerson. In the middle now. Palumbo through the middle. Noah Jean home. Manages to get a foot on it. Was he onside? No. Good. If this is the hardest that we have it in this competition, it's not the worst thing. I'm going to change us to a positive mentality because we are in charge of this game, apparently. Okay, Maldini on the corner, played in. Headed over by Barantes. Would have thought, that would have been so sick if that was his opening goal for us. Sociedad played into the box. Henry cleared, only as far as Maitland-Niles though. Finds Take. Good catch from Mere. What are we going to do from here? Rolled out to Cometio, forward to Henry. He's got a bit of space to move into. Back to Cometio, hanging on to possession quite well here now. Palumbo forward to home. Fernandez to Maldini. He's played in Noah Jean home. Will he score? Yes, he will. Absolutely cannoned against the crossbar, and that is a top finish. Well, I'm quite glad he scored in both games. Seeing as he decided not to score for 3, and in those 3 he wasn't particularly good. The fact that he scored in the last 2, that does fill me with a little bit of optimism. Maybe it was just a little bit of a blip. Some of the harder teams, not always going to score against them because they are good. We are going to make a couple of little changes. And I think we're going to do wing-back swaps. We're going to take off Rico for Frabotta, and I'm going to take off Ryerson for Roeslev. And you know what? I'm actually going to take off Cometio because he's on a booking, and we'll bring on... They're saying Ramos Mingo. Why not? We'll bring on Ramos Mingo. Get out there. Either help us improve the lead or, you know, just keep the score at the same. I'll take a 1-0 against Sociedad because they, like I say, they do look like the best team in the competition. I've just noticed Lille are in the competition as well, and Lille are pretty good. Well, they are in real life. It's funny, you make these assumptions based off how things are currently, but obviously in game, Lille could be a completely different beast. Frabotta moving towards goal, goes for goal, misses. Unlucky son. Might do a couple more changes as well. Let's take off Maldini for Della Morte. Why not? Let's give Della Morte a little run out in Europe. I'm going to take off Noah as well for Fabio, just to give him some fitness. He's only got probably best case 10 minutes. Might not do anything for us, but you never know. Stranger things have happened, eh? Yeah, we've really been in charge of this game. I'm quite happy with this win. Odin with the free kick. Will he find the head of a teammate? He's taking his time here. Played in. Coppola, there you go. Diego Coppola, backstick, his first goal for the club against Sociedad. That has to have confirmed the victory. A 2-0 against Real Sociedad. Very, very nice. And a good start to the Conference League. A nice confident start to the Conference League. 2-0 win. Oh, might be more here. Fernandez can't find a teammate. Real Sociedad looking like they're mounting some sort of counter-attack. We managed to stop them though. Roeslev plays it in to Della Morte. Can he turn his man? Not quite. Roeslev into Fernandez. Will he cut the ball back? Yes, he will. Finds Roeslev into Palumbo. Played all the way over to Frabotta. He goes for goal. Hits the crossbar. I would have put that down as goal of the season if that had gone in. Already would have called it goal of the season. Marino for Sociedad. Back to the other Ramiro. Cleared, and it's not enough. 2-0 against Real Sociedad. A very, very nice start to life in the Conference League. Nice work. Well done, boys. I'm pretty pleased with that. That's where I'm going to leave things, though. Thank you very much for watching. Not a bad couple of games. Good win against Sociedad, setting off the Conference League in the right manner. And a draw against Juventus. You take that any time when you're not a particularly big club. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to play through all of October, and I'm going to bring you back for the Valorenia game because they're not a bad team. I feel like they're one of the other challenging teams. The other one would probably be Trabzonspor, but going to come back for the Valorenia game. Try saying that 10 times fast. And I'm going to come back for either the Fiorentina or Inter Milan match. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to base that off when it gets to the Fiorentina match, whoever is higher in the league. If Fiorentina are still in sort of 4th, then we'll go for them. If Inter are doing better in the league, we'll go for them. I want to play one of the harder teams. Thank you for watching, though. I hope you've enjoyed that episode of Going Pro. If you have, please make sure you give the video a like and give the channel a subscribe because that helps things out, especially if you want to continue on the journey that we're going with Pro Vercelli as well. That's where we're leaving things, though. Look after yourselves. I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao, Bella.